wabarakatuh. My name is Rafli Rahman Alamsyah, and I'm from LAHC. And my student ID is 244007265 4. So today, I'm going to explain my answers. So for the section A, in the first question, describe the synergy between Zipcar's business strategy and information technology. So Zipcar is heavily depends upon an automated process and supports social networking of its client, so that they can freely provide feedbacks on the company and its products and services. And for the second question, for the section A, analyze Zipcar business model and provide your opinion on the possibilities of implementing Zipcar's business model in Indonesia. So my analysis: Zipcar is an online car rental where the customers don't have to bother going to the rental place. They only need to order and rent the car via Zipcar website. Then take their rent car from the closest car rental. Then the car will appear on that car rent. And of course, it's possible in Indonesia, and we can take the example from the Drive ID. Drive ID provides services not only in Indonesia, but includes Malaysia and Singapore. Drive ID is available in more than 19 cities in Indonesia and 23 provinces with the best price guaranteed. And you can choose to use a keyless car rental service or with a driver, and their system are the same with the Zipcar. And the impact of this pandemic for Zipcar, I think their income has decreased due to this pandemic, which makes people prefer to stay at home and go nowhere. So they didn't rent a car from the Zipcar, I think. And if I were the owner of Zipcar, I will create a barrier in the car to keep the social distancing and also apply the best possible health protocol so that will make the customer not worry about their healthy and able to rent the car, and Zipcar can keep competitive on their businesses. And now we are on the section B. So I choose X Mandiri for my Porter 5 Force analysis, and I choose it because it depends on my student ID's last digits. So I think it's like the kind of all 5 Force Porter, I think. It has bargaining power of suppliers, threats of new entrants, rivalry, threats from substitutes, bargaining power of buyers, and yeah, that's it. So the second question for the section B: what do you think the best strategy for insurance company to keep sustaining this pandemic era? In this pandemic, I think insurance is not affected by anything, but this pandemic make them more profitable for them because there is a lot of potential that can make them perform better. And pandemic, I think it's all about COVID, so it's more profitable for the insurance company. So we're on section C now, and the first question is: analyze and explain big data sources for the industrial manufacturers. Manufacturers use a variety of manufacturing software within their company, but there is often not an easy way to tie the solution together to get a big pictures of how factory floor is running. Think about different type of manufacturing software. There are many options, and when integrated via big data in manufacturing patterns, can be found and problem can be solved. And for the second question on the section C, so big data in manufacturing generates a lot of data. Without analysis, the data doesn't mean anything. In order to get the benefit from the data collected, data visualization needs to be leveraged in insight, and insight needs to be gained. The process of analyzing information is valuable, not only for decision making but for your company's bottom line. It's improved manufacturing, customized product design, ensure better quality assurance, manage the supply chains, and evaluate for any potential risk. And now we are on the section D. So the first question for the section D is what type of e-commerce business model that Koala being used nowadays. So Koala use the business to consumer or the B2C because it refers to the process of selling product and services directly between a business and consumers who are the end users of its products or services. So the second question for the section D, uh, what are the advantage of company that maximize the use of advertising compared to non-ad companies regarding to e-commerce? So in my opinion, the advantage for the companies is they will be more competitive from other companies and their companies would known worldwide. And I think digital marketing could make a company more success. So for the third question in section C, I mean the section D. So explain the electronic payment process. So customers enters the debit or credit card information in a virtual terminal or online invoice when a product or service is purchased. And for number 4 in section D, I choose the Tiffany versus eBay cases, and you can read it the cases in there. So enjoy and read the cases. Thank you. And finally, we are on the section E, which is it's the last section. So the first question: what type of cloud is best suited for fintech and why? I think the best suited for the fintech is the AWS clouds. AWS. Why? Because fintech startup have the advantage of building on cutting edge technologies like cloud, mobile, and blockchain, as they do not have any legacy system to support. On the other hand, already established fintech companies too are realizing the benefits of AWS due to the low capex costs with it. Associated with it, further making AWS clouds a very attractive computing infrastructure, and it also have a seamless and safe transaction data backups. And for the second question on the section E, and actually I've already put the table in there. So from the table above and from the article we have knew what cloud should Quo choose. And in my opinion, Quo should choose Google Clouds because the cost per month and the support costs from the Google Clouds were the second cheapest from that three clouds. And I think it's the best clouds for the startup, and Google Cloud also have proven for their quality for the startup, and it was the best clouds from that top three clouds. So Google Clouds was the first top one. And that's all from me. And thank you for your attention, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.